It's been fantastic. Just the most beautiful, wonderful people, and just the hospitality's been amazing.
Are you an antique enthusiast? Then the series American Pickers would have been your favorite since its debut in 2010. But beyond the restoration journey of various antiques like cars and even fishing hooks, lies a tale of heart-wrenching tragedies and shocking developments. From health challenges to broken marriages, the cast of the show, especially the Queen of Rust, Danielle Colby, whose fame took a toll on her, has a lot of shocking revelations hidden behind the scenes. So, how is she doing now? And what about the other cast members? Join us as we explore what the cast of American Pickers is up to and where they are now. Dave Ort. Dave Ort, affectionately known as the motorcycle maestro on the long-standing reality TV hit American Pickers, has been a beloved fixture for over a decade. His journey alongside Mike Wolfe and Frank Fritz on cross-country adventures has endeared him to fans far and wide. Fueled by his unwavering passion for vintage motorcycles, Dave became an indispensable part of the American Pickers crew in 2010. His expertise and relaxed demeanor seamlessly integrated him into the show, charming viewers with his chill vibe and wealth of knowledge on vintage wheels. However, as the series progressed, keen-eyed fans noticed Dave's diminishing presence on screen. Speculation ran wild, with rumors swirling about potential creative differences or personal reasons for his absence. This mystery deepened, sparking concern among fans about Dave's well-being during his prolonged hiatus. His sudden disappearance undoubtedly left a void in American Pickers, with fans yearning for his laid-back charm. Social media buzzed with speculation and anticipation for Dave's return, turning into a frenzy as fans awaited news of his whereabouts. After a lengthy absence of 4 years, Dave made a cameo appearance in a later season, briefly reigniting excitement among fans. Yet, his reappearance only served to intensify the mystery surrounding his disappearance as he vanished from the scene a second time. To this day, the saga of Dave Ort remains unresolved in the world of American Pickers. Frank Fritz. Frank Fritz developed a passion for antiquing from a young age, long before his days on American Pickers. Born in 1965 in Davenport, Iowa, Fritz frequented flea markets and antique shops as a child, fascinated by the stories behind old objects and thrilled by haggling for the best deals. This hobby aligned perfectly with Mike Wolfe, a childhood friend who shared his love for finding hidden gems. Their mutual affinity for picking made them an ideal duo when American Pickers premiered on the History Channel in 2010. As co-host, Fritz accompanied Wolfe on adventures across the country, searching for rare treasures with his trademark cowboy hat and laid-back charm. Fritz played the perfect counterbalance to Mike's focused intensity, and audiences were drawn to the yin-yang chemistry between the two Iowa natives. Fritz's casual bargainer persona contributed majorly to the show's success over its first decade on air. However, his later seasons took a tumultuous turn. Since childhood, Fritz had suffered from Crohn's disease, a chronic inflammatory condition affecting the digestive system, causing severe pain and fatigue. In early 2020, Fritz's worsening Crohn's symptoms, plus a debilitating back injury, required him to take a leave of absence from filming American Pickers. He underwent major spinal surgery that year, involving 185 stitches and 2 rods implanted in his spine. Initially, it was reported Fritz would return after recovering from this intensive procedure. But throughout his months-long absence, communication broke down between Fritz and the show's producers. By early 2021, rumors were swirling of Fritz's permanent departure. That March, Fritz publicly spoke out, claiming he was available to resume filming but was never contacted for the new season. Later, the History Channel confirmed Fritz had been dismissed from American Pickers after a 20-season run. This shocking exit left fans demanding answers, especially since Fritz's back issues were well documented. In August 2021, Fritz provided clarity in a tell-all interview, alleging his firing was due to disagreements with producers. According to Fritz, tensions stemmed from his extended recovery time, struggles with alcohol abuse, and feeling undervalued compared to co-host Mike Wolfe. The bitter feud escalated when Fritz slammed Wolfe's statements about his exit as false PR spin. Confessing the former friends had not spoken in 2 years, Fritz vented anger and disappointment over losing touch with Wolfe, despite their long history and shared passion. The public dissolution of this once solid friendship left American Pickers fans divided. While some criticized the show's cold handling of Fritz's firing, others believed his burgeoning health issues made departure inevitable. By the premiere of Season 23 in January 2022, Fritz had been replaced on American Pickers by Wolfe's younger brother, Robbie. Fan outcry over Fritz's absence resulted in declining viewership. Meanwhile, Fritz continued spiraling post-firing. A longtime Crohn's sufferer, his condition was exacerbated by the stress of his bitter feud with producers, and excessive drinking persisted as a coping mechanism for lingering back pain. After decades of wear and tear on his body from years of manual labor picking, Fritz's health took a dramatic turn in July 2022 when he suffered a devastating stroke at age 56. This life-changing event forced him to move into assisted living for intensive recovery. As a result of the stroke, Fritz lost mobility on his right side and was rendered unable to care for himself. His speech and memory were also permanently impacted, making a return to American Pickers impossible. By October 2022, Fritz's friend filed to become his legal guardian and conservator. Court documents revealed Fritz required round-the-clock nursing care, presenting financial hardship. His antique business was also left in disarray following the stroke. Despite their past differences, Mike Wolfe shared sincere concern for Fritz after the news broke, asking fans to pray for his ex-co-host's recovery. However, their strained relationship showed no signs of reconciliation. Frank Fritz's dramatic split from American Pickers marked a somber turning point in the show's history. His deteriorating health and permanent exit signaled the end of an era for many longtime viewers. While Fritz's days on Pickers concluded, his legacy remains indelible as the quirky heart of this cultural phenomenon. Frank is reportedly worth $6 million, according to Celebrity Net Worth. One of the standout moments in Frank's recent life was his first post-stroke outing in November 2023. The venue, Iron Horse Social Club in Savannah, Illinois, a pub and eatery occupying a space once dedicated to Fritz's antique store. Documented in a Facebook group managed by a close friend, this outing depicted Frank in a wheelchair, surrounded by companions, relishing a meal and sporting a smile. Frank has faced challenges, with financial burdens adding to the strain, including an estimated annual income of $60,000 and substantial healthcare expenses. Nonetheless, Frank's resilience shines through. He continues to call Clare, Iowa, home, finding solace in its simplicity. Despite shifts in his relationship with Mike Wolfe and financial struggles, Frank embraces the support of friends and the familiarity of his hometown. As fans of American Pickers, we're not only captivated by the treasures unearthed on the show, but also by the real-life journey of its hosts. Frank Fritz's tale, marked by trials and triumphs, underscores the unpredictable nature of life beyond the discoveries we witness on screen. Mike Wolfe. Mike Wolfe's journey into the world of picking can be traced back to his childhood days. From those early moments when he transformed his curious discoveries into captivating narratives, to the present day, where these tales serve as the foundation of history's cherished series, American Pickers, Wolf's life has taken unexpected turns. In a candid discussion with Script magazine in 2013, Wolf reflected on the whirlwind of change since the show's inception. Following history's adoption of American Pickers, the show swiftly became a national sensation, propelling Wolf into stardom with record-breaking ratings and appearances on esteemed platforms such as the New York Times, Letterman, Rachel Ray, and Anderson Cooper. Initially, when the show commenced, Wolf resided in Iowa, right near the primary store location. However, contrary to expectations, Wolf and Fritz did not embrace a cluttered antique lifestyle at home. Wolf confessed, "I love this stuff, but I'd never live in a place that looks like the places we pick at." At the time, he owned a charming building by the river in downtown LeClaire, Iowa, with commercial spaces on the ground floor and a duplex apartment on top. Despite the initial success of the show, times have evolved, and so has Mike Wolf. Recognizing the shifting landscape, Wolf recently unveiled a new business venture outside the realm of picking. With American Pickers facing a decline in viewership, Wolf diversified his portfolio with intriguing side projects, aiming to preserve the dying art of picking. Beyond mentoring young pickers and creating educational resources, Wolf expanded his antique archaeology store, ventured into the fashion industry, and even pitched a sitcom set in an antique shop, albeit with an uncertain fate. Having amassed wealth, Wolf now resides with his family in a sprawling Nashville estate, boasting unique features like a built-in telephone booth and antique gates from the 1860s. Despite the luxurious surroundings, Wolf remains connected to his roots, engaging with fans on social media and expressing his passion for Halloween and creative endeavors. However, questions linger about Wolf's future on American Pickers, especially considering the uncertainties hinted at by a recent statement from a friend to the U.S. Sun. As Wolf embarks on multifaceted pursuits, the show's future remains uncertain, leaving fans to cherish its vintage charm while eagerly anticipating the next chapter in Wolf's eclectic journey. Lauren Ray Grisham. When American Pickers first captured the attention of History Channel viewers in 2010, Mike Wolf and Frank Fritz were the undeniable stars. But there was another crucial figure behind the scenes: Lauren Ray Grisham. While casual fans may overlook Lauren's role as Mike's assistant at the Nashville Antique Archaeology Office, her passion for artifacts and talent for storytelling were indispensable during the show's meteoric rise. Long before American Pickers, Lauren developed a fascination with antiquing during childhood visits to flea markets with her father. This early exposure sparked a lifelong interest in uncovering hidden gems. After earning her master's degree in historic preservation from Middle Tennessee State University, Lauren landed her dream job as operations manager and set builder at the Tennessee State Museum's Living History Farm. This role seamlessly blended her love of history, antiques, and design. When Mike Wolf opened an antique archaeology location in Nashville, it was a natural fit for Lauren to join, given her expertise. Starting in 2011, she brought orders to the fledgling shop, while Mike and Frank traveled the country picking. As the show's popularity soared, Lauren's responsibilities rapidly expanded. She managed day-to-day administrative duties, interacted with visiting fans, and coordinated events, all integral to the brand's success. Behind the scenes, Lauren also played a key role in merchandise development, product sourcing, advertising, and digital marketing. Her creative input and business acumen were invaluable in transforming American Pickers from a TV show into a lifestyle empire. Additionally, her organizational skills kept operations running smoothly, while her artistic eye ensured antique archaeology had a signature vintage ambiance. Occasionally, Lauren would join Mike and Frank on picking excursions to provide her historical perspective on potential purchases. These appearances allowed fans to gain insight into Lauren's passion and expertise, reminding audiences that behind every object lies a meaningful story worth preserving. At the height of American Pickers' popularity, Lauren stood proudly at the nucleus of a cultural phenomenon, ensuring the momentum never slowed. However, when Lauren left antique archaeology and the show to focus on motherhood, her absence left a major void. While the trajectory of Lauren's involvement with American Pickers remains uncertain, she has gracefully embraced a new role as a stay-at-home mother. Despite being temporarily replaced by guest assistants, the shop was never quite the same without its fearless leader. Yet, remaining true to her origins, Lauren continues to seek out unique vintage items, demonstrating that the spirit of the antique hunter thrives within her. In the captivating narrative of American Pickers, Lauren Ray Grisham may have assumed a supporting role, but her imprint on the show's legacy is indelible. As we eagerly anticipate the unfolding of her next adventures, one thing remains certain: the enchantment of uncovering hidden gems will forever resonate in the hearts of fans. And Lauren's tale adds a distinctive sparkle to the fabric of antique exploration. In 2021, she announced the launch of her entrepreneurial venture, Artist Market, a cooperative retail boutique embodying her spirit of innovation and community building. John Saleh. Introducing John Saleh, fondly referred to as Jersey John, a genuine expert in the realm of antiques, specializing in the fascinating world of early 1900s two-wheeled marvels. Originating from the Garden State itself, John's venture into the antique domain commenced during his teenage years, where he supplemented his income by refurbishing old furniture in his New Jersey neighborhood. However, this marked merely the inception of his captivating narrative. At a mere 17 years old, John embarked on a daring endeavor that few would dare to undertake. He acquired an old bank, converting it into a workshop with an accompanying apartment dedicated to all things antique. His ardor for restoration found a more defined path in the 1980s when he delved into the intricate realm of antique motorcycle engines, particularly those from the late 19th and early 20th centuries. John's fascination with antique motorcycles was ignited during a flea market excursion with his father. "I admired some of the bikes there," he recounted, "yet I felt unable to afford a sizable Harley or Indian. Instead, he gravitated towards diminutive, rare, and early engines, recognizing that for truly ancient relics, the engine often stood as the sole surviving component." Equipped with his adept fabrication skills, John embarked on a mission to resurrect authentic motorcycles around these antique engines. His craftsmanship was so impeccable that a striking 1901 Thomas exhibited at the Guggenheim's The Art of the Motorcycle exposition served as a testament to his expertise. Presently, he is engrossed in the restoration of a 1912 Thor, a 1912 Emblem Twin, a unique Nino 9 Colorado, and two pre-1915 Indians. John made his debut appearance on American Pickers in a Season 7 episode, swiftly captivating audiences and earning a place as a fan favorite. Not only did he continue to grace subsequent episodes, but he also assumed Frank Fritz's role in a January 2021 broadcast, solidifying his stature as a pivotal figure on the show. Jersey John has recently launched an eBay shop, featuring some of the incredible finds he's uncovered on the show. From standout pieces to cherished relics, his online store offers a treasure trove for enthusiasts, though some may find the prices a bit surprising. However, every journey has its challenges. In September 2023, John found himself in the spotlight when his co-star, Mike Wolfe, came to his defense amid criticism of John's New Jersey establishment. Mike's Instagram post showed solidarity, reflecting the mutual respect and admiration between the cast members. In the world of American Pickers, where each discovery tells a story, Jersey John embodies the passion and dedication that bring history to life, one antique at a time. Robbie Wolfe. Robbie Wolfe, known for his passion for vintage cars, and knack for uncovering hidden treasures, made his debut on the reality TV sensation American Pickers in the premiere episode of Season 1, aptly titled Big Bear. As the brother of the show's host, Mike Wolfe, Robbie has shared his enthusiasm for finding valuable items in unexpected places. With an impressive 120 episodes to his credit, Robbie transitioned into a full-time cast member after Frank Fritz's departure, winning over fans with his expertise and engaging persona. His extensive knowledge of vintage cars, rare neon signs, and collectibles never fails to captivate audiences. A natural-born treasure hunter, Robbie fearlessly explores unconventional paths to secure prized possessions in unlikely locations. He often shares his latest adventures and finds on Instagram, giving fans a glimpse into his thrilling pursuits. Beyond his love for classic cars, Robbie's interests extend to vintage motorcycles and decades-old neon signs. His remarkable collection includes treasures like a 1936 Chevrolet sedan and an iconic Aerosmith van, showcased during his travels across the U.S. Transitioning into the role of co-host, one might expect Robbie to view picking as merely a job. However, his dedication to the craft has only grown stronger over time. In an interview, he revealed that his daily motivation stems from the thrill of discovering the next valuable item. While Robbie keeps his earnings from American Pickers private, his significant investments in real estate have been well documented. Reports indicate that he has invested over $650,000 since 2017, acquiring properties ranging from a 6-acre plot of land to a spacious home for his family in Davenport, Iowa. Despite the show's declining viewership, Robbie and his brother Mike are exploring alternative career paths. Robbie's journey remains one of excitement, discovery, and a genuine passion for the art of picking. Danielle Colby. If you're an ardent follower of the American Pickers series, undoubtedly you harbor a deep fondness for none other than the Queen of Rust herself, Danielle Colby. While Mike and Frank often take center stage in the eclectic world of antique hunting, let's not diminish the vital role played by Danielle at Antique Archaeology, Mike's hub for treasure hunting. She didn't begin her journey as the burlesque dancing reality TV star we see today. Born in 1975 and raised in the rural Midwest, her early years hinted at a simple future. However, Danielle's life took an unexpected turn that led her on a thrilling and unconventional path. Growing up in Davenport, Iowa, Danielle was raised in a conservative Jehovah's Witness family with modest expectations for her future. But she had bigger dreams. By the age of 29, she was married with 2 children and running a local antique shop. Despite her seemingly settled life, Danielle felt unfulfilled and yearned for something more. Her life changed dramatically when American Pickers debuted in 2010, and Mike Wolfe chose Danielle to be the office manager. Her vintage fashion sense and charismatic personality quickly made her a core cast member, thrusting her into the spotlight almost overnight. However, fame took its toll on her marriage, leading to divorce. Embracing her newfound independence, Danielle delved passionately into burlesque dancing, adopting the stage name Danny Diesel and forming her own dance troupe. Despite facing challenges, including IRS tax debts and controversies over her interactions with celebrities like Steven Tyler of Aerosmith, Danielle remained resilient. Balancing her risque side projects with her role on American Pickers requires sharp focus, but Danielle handles it with grace. In 2015, Danielle remarried French artist Alexandre de Meyer, finding support for her artistic endeavors. She also ventured into fashion design with her clothing line, 4 Miles to Memphis, illustrating her creative collaboration with her husband. Danielle Colby isn't merely a guide. She's also an avid collector with a penchant for the extraordinary. In a revealing interview with Monster and Critics, Colby unveiled her passion for vintage stage costumes, seamlessly blending her Americana love with her burlesque persona. Her collection spans centuries, featuring treasures from as far back as the 1800s. This carefully curated assortment includes prized gems like a rare Lily Langtry costume from the 1890s, an original Mahari stage attire from the 1910s or 20s, and a banana skirt rumored to have adorned the iconic Josephine Baker. While the precise historical significance might elude us, the whisperings of substantial value only add to the intrigue. Recently, in early 2023, Danielle Colby, the beloved face of American Pickers, took to social media to recount a harrowing experience. Sheltering in her basement with her family during a tornado, she shared a gripping narrative of the intense weather conditions that swept through her town. As a multifaceted personality, actress, dancer, filmmaker, activist, Colby stressed the importance of safety as she and her daughter sought refuge beneath a sturdy table. Describing the tornado's impact vividly on Instagram, she likened the shaking of her house to the thunderous roar of a passing train. Even amidst adversity, Colby remains undeterred. Despite the challenges, she disclosed plans for a well-deserved break in Puerto Rico, marking 4 months post her hysterectomy. Her journey serves as both a getaway and a part of her recovery process from the October 2022 hysterectomy, necessitated by painful uterine fibroids. Recovery hasn't been easy for Colby, who endured chronic pain and a 2-week period without solid food. Nonetheless, she's gradually regaining strength, cautiously partaking in social and productive activities. In September 2023, Colby shared thrilling news beyond her role on the History Channel. She wears yet another hat as a burlesque artist in Puerto Rico, with a new show on the horizon. Danielle Colby continues to enthrall audiences with her diverse talents and resilient spirit. So, American Pickers enthusiasts, brace yourselves for the next captivating chapter in the life of the Queen of Rust. What should we expect? Do you have an idea? Let us know in the comments section. Early reception, declining viewership, and the show's future. The series first aired on January 18, 2010, and its premiere episode attracted 3.1 million viewers, marking the highest-rated debut on the History Channel since Ice Road Truckers in 2007. The episode Laurel and Hardy, which aired on September 8, 2010, achieved Nielsen ratings of up to 5.3 million viewers in the 25-54 age demographic. At that point, the show held the position of being the top new non-fiction series of 2010 among viewers of all ages and adults aged 25 to 54. American Pickers is now in its 25th season after airing for over a decade. However, the departure of original co-host Frank Fritz has created a significant void, leading fans to criticize replacement Robbie Wolf and question the show's future. Moreover, ratings have been on the decline, with season 23 experiencing a notable slump. Viewership numbers dropped to just 1.05 million average audience members per episode, a drastic decrease from over 3 million at the show's peak in 2013. Speculation about Mike Wolf's future with American Pickers has emerged as the show loses viewers. As its creative force and star, Wolf has hinted at retirement in recent years, focusing on other ventures like his children's book, Kid Pickers. With 25 seasons under his belt at 59 years old, Mike may opt to permanently step back from the demanding cross-country travel necessary for the show's continuation. If its flagship star departs, American Pickers may fade away along with him. For a decade, the show delighted antique enthusiasts by uncovering hidden treasures and intriguing tales from America's back roads and barns. However, critics argue that in recent years, scripted dialogue and manufactured drama have diminished American Pickers into a mere shadow of its former self. Perhaps the decline was inevitable, as the nostalgia-driven format relied on spontaneity and discovery that waned over time. Fans view current episodes as recycled, insincere, and overly commercialized compared to earlier seasons. While the end may appear imminent, American Pickers could still recapture its magic by returning to its origins. A few devoted fans hold on to hope that Mike Wolfe and the producers can reignite the show's initial allure. But for now, the long-term outlook seems bleak. What do you think? Will there be a comeback for the show? Share your thoughts in the comments section. Reasons why viewers termed the show fake. Viewers have often labeled American Pickers as fake due to several reasons. Firstly, despite being nestled amongst other binge-worthy reality shows on the History Channel, such as Ice Road Truckers and Swamp People, American Pickers sets itself apart by showcasing the chemistry between stars Mike Wolfe and Frank Fritz as they travel across the United States in search of hidden treasures. However, fans have questioned the authenticity of the show, noting the blurred line between reality and scripted content. One common manipulation in reality television, including American Pickers, is the use of techniques like looping or automated dialogue replacement, which involves cast members repeating lines in a studio. Moreover, allegations have surfaced that only Mike Wolfe is the actual picker on the series, while his childhood friend and business partner Frank Fritz, previously a fire and safety inspector, was recruited to the show despite his unrelated career. Claims of pre-discussed selling prices and staged scenes have further fueled doubts about the show's authenticity. Additionally, legal disputes, such as Jerry Bruce's lawsuit against the show for breach of contract, have raised questions about the star's integrity. Furthermore, the role of the production staff in scouting locations and deciding what items are worth buying before Wolfe and Fritz arrive has also been highlighted. Scenes are sometimes recreated for the sake of achieving the perfect shot, which adds to the perception of staged content. Even aspects like the transportation scenes, often featuring the iconic white van, have been subject to rumors of staging. Despite the perception of being inseparable friends, Mike Wolfe and Frank Fritz lead separate lives off-camera. Contrary to rumors, both men are straight. Wolfe married his longtime girlfriend, Jodie Fayeth, in 2012, while Fritz was dating a woman named Diane as of 2015. Additionally, they reside in different cities, Wolfe in Tennessee and Fritz in Illinois, dispelling the notion that they are as close off-screen as they appeared on the show. Finally, the hiring of Danielle Colby, known for her unique aesthetic and background in burlesque dancing, has prompted discussions about the show's casting decisions. Despite her talents and contributions to the show, some viewers speculate that her inclusion was based partly on her appearance rather than her expertise in picking. Despite the controversies, American Pickers continues to be a popular show with a loyal fan base. The chemistry between Mike Wolfe and Frank Fritz is undeniably one of the key elements that draws viewers in, even if the authenticity of their adventures is questioned. Fans continue to enjoy the thrill of seeing rare and unique items uncovered, even if they may wonder about the behind-the-scenes processes that influence what gets aired. The show's producers have often defended the authenticity of the program, stating that while certain scenes may be reconstructed for clarity or dramatic effect, the core of the show remains grounded in the real-life journey of picking and discovering antiques. The disagreements and legal issues, including Fritz's departure from the show, have only sparked further curiosity about the inner workings of the production. As the show evolves, it remains to be seen whether these perceptions will shift or if the viewer's skepticism will persist. Thanks for watching this video. We hope you found it enjoyable. To know more about your favorite celebrities, tap on the link that pops on your screen. See you there.